Yeah.
The Brooklyn Navy Yard is currently experimenting with the self-driving cars.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an isolated, self-contained neighborhood.
Yeah.
Roosevelt Island is also an isolated, self-contained neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there were any experiments that you'll be doing on Roosevelt Island. You had mentioned something earlier.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could elaborate on that.
The people who are running the self-driving car work at the Navy Yard are Optimus Rides. They're actually based kind of out of Boston, kind of ex-MIT people. And they're people that we know and we have been talking to. They are really interested in running experiments on Roosevelt Island, and if they actually get permission to, we are the people that we will be looking at the human participant interaction part of that. So that's something I'm pretty excited about. This is a really great place for that. Roosevelt Island's governance structure is unusual enough that it can either be a huge help or a hindrance for making that possible. The details of which I don't totally understand. Just like
No one does.
Maybe one thing I'll share that I think is a small revelation is when I was talking to Optimus Ride people, I was just like not clear what the funding model is. So I was asking them like, so would we pay you money because you have an autonomous car and we would use it for our research? Or would you pay us money because we're researchers and we know how to study people? And the answer was really surprising. The deployment at the Navy Yard is paid for by the real estate developers, not by the transportation industry, not by the writers, and not by Optimus Prime. It's a way of making sure that the Navy Yard seems very futuristic and a place where like science and technology is being experimented with. So I think one of the key things that would have to happen if something like an autonomous car deployment would happen on Roosevelt Island is there would have to be some business model that would actually fund this. And I don't actually know what that would be. When it would pay me off. Somebody has to pay somebody to make these things happen. And I don't think it's impossible, but it's not.
How much does something like that cost?
I don't know how much something like that costs. It's something I can actually find out, but even just finding out the direction the money moved was a big revelation to me.
Just adding that probably is like a question of who is thinking who?
Who's thinking who? It's just like that question. Like you wouldn't just know like from the outside what was going to happen. It's that same thing. Yeah. So that I think this is still an area where people don't know how the money gets made, and so the question of who is interested enough in the question to spend that money is still open-ended. Yeah.
So I have a question.